Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make this comfort cradle. You can use it for decorations for a baby shower. You can use it for a little dolly, put a little blankie in. You can decorate it the way you want it. You don't have to put little fluff at the bottom. This is not a very difficult pattern. It's easy to follow, easy to do. What you're going to need is you're going to need some 4-ply yarn, any color you want. Two different colors, a base color and a decoration color. You're going to need your size 2.5 millimeter crochet hook. You're going to need your embroidery needle to work away your ends, and you're going to need a scissors, and you're going to need some plastic that is hard enough to keep your base, your bottom of your cradle nice and firm. You can use a milk bottle or a Coke bottle or a cold drink bottle plastic. It must be hard enough, and it preferably white or the same color as your base color is going to be. Let's get started. I'm going to start with a slip knot. And then 10 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, all the stitches we're going to make now is half double crochet stitches. And we're going to start with 3 in the second chain from the hook. So there's the first one. In the second one, we're going to make 3 half double crochet stitches. 1, 2, 3. In the next 7 chain stitches, we're just going to make 1 half double crochet stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to make my 7th one now. Right there. Okay. In the last one that we've got here, we're going to make 3 half double crochet stitches. And this is also where we're going to turn our work, because we're going to work on the back side now. Number 2 and number 3. Now we're going to work on the back side, and we're going to make 7 half double crochet stitches on the back side of the ones that we made. We're going to work up now, and I'm going to work this little string away while I'm busy with it. So 1, 2. Now there's space there where we made the first 3. We're going to make another half double crochet stitch on this side there. And then we're going to make a slip stitch right in that first one that we made to close our first row. And there you go. Now this next row, we're going to start with 2 chain. And we're going to make another half double crochet stitch in that same stitch that we've had there. so it will be 2 half double crochet stitches there. And then in the next 2 we're also going to make 2. So there's 1, 2, and in the next one also 2. Now in the 7 that we made down, we're going to just make normal half double crochet stitches until we get to the bottom of this foundation that we make. So 1, 1, 2. We're at the bottom now, so in this 3 that we made here, we're going to make 2 half double crochet stitches in each. So 1 and 2. And the next one, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now remember, on this side we made our 7 plus 1, so on this side we're going to have 8 half double crochet stitches until we get to the end, where we will make a slip stitch in that second chain that we made right in the beginning. So 1, 2, 3. We're at the bottom and we're going to do exactly what we did here, which is we're going to start with the 1 half double crochet stitch in the next stitch. There's it, 1. Then 2 in the next one. 1, 2. Then 1 in the next one. 2 in the next one. 1 and 2. 1 in the next one. And 2 in the next one. 1 and 2. Now we're going to go with our 8 half double crochet stitches until we get to the end. There we will make a slip stitch in the second chain that we made. So 8 half double crochet stitches up. We're at our last row where we're going to start with 2 chain stitches, which will count as your first half double crochet stitch, then a half double crochet stitch in the next stitch, then 2 in the next stitch, 1 and 2, then 2 half double crochet stitches in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, then 2 double crochet stitches, half double crochet stitches in the next one, 1 and 2, then 2 half double crochet stitches in the next 2, 1, 2, and then 2 half double crochet stitches in the next stitch, 1 and 2. Now we're going to go down to the bottom with the 7 half double crochet stitches until we get to the bottom. Now we're going to do exactly what we did here in the beginning. we're going to start with our 2 half double crochet stitches in the next 2 stitches. That's 1 and 2. Then 2 half double crochet stitches in the next stitch. 1, 2. Now 1 in the next 2. 1 and 2. Then 2 in the next half double crochet stitch. 1, 2, and now, come on now. Now 1 in the next 2. 1, 2, and 2 in the next one. 1 and 2. Now we're going to go with the half double crochet stitches in the next 8 with a slip stitch in the second chain, and then you're going to end off and weave in your ends. Okay, so this is how it's going to look when you've done your 8 half double crochet stitches and you worked it away. Now you must make 2 of these. So you must make exactly the same one. I've done that here. And then when you've got your 2, you must cut a piece of plastic, hard plastic, that we're going to put in between these 2, because this is the base, and that will help to make your base more secure so that it doesn't bend easily, or it keeps its shape. Now I use plastic, hard plastic, because it's washable, so it must be just a little bit smaller than what your 2 ovals are. And then we're going to put it in between the 2 pieces that you made, just to make it hard. I'm going to use some stitch markers, and I'm going to show you my trick to get exactly the same stitch for both sides. I just go up with the middle to that one, and up to the middle, up from the middle to that one. Then I know these 2 are the same stitch. So let's put this marker there, and then you can place your plastic in between and cover this, close it with your stitch markers, just to make sure you're going to work in the same stitches in both sides. So I'm going to put one there. And work on this side. Those 2, those 2, those 2, those 2, and those 2 is the same ones. Okay, so I've placed all my stitch markers, and my hard plastic is in the middle. Now I'm going to take my yarn, and I'm going to start here at one side and place my needle, both stitches, and I'm going to start with single crochet stitches. So I'm going to make one chain there, and then I'm going to make a single crochet stitch in the same stitch. And then all around I'm going to make single crochet stitches. And remember to take both sides and pull through. And make your single crochet stitch. The next one is this one, so we can take out the stitch marker. And just continue to go both loops, that side and that side. Take your yarn through and make your single crochet stitch. All around. Okay, when you all around, you can make a slip stitch in the first single crochet that you made, but make the slip stitch only in the back loop of that stitch, because the next row is just going to be back loop stitches. So chain 2, which will count as your first half double crochet stitch, and then all around we're going to make half double crochet stitches, but only in the back loop of all the stitches that we made in the previous row. So only make the half double crochet stitches in the back loop, and we can not increase or decrease or anything. We're just going to go all around with half double crochet stitches. When we get to the end, we can make a slip stitch in the second chain that we made right in the beginning. Okay, I've done my row with half double crochet stitches. I made my slip stitch into the second chain that we made right in the beginning there. Now we're going to chain 1, and we're going to make continuous rows the next 4 rows. 1, 2, yeah, the next 4 rows is just going to be single crochet stitches. We're not going to make slip stitches in the beginning. So I'm going to make my first single crochet stitch where I made my chain. So my first chain is not counting as my first single crochet stitches. We're going to make 4 rows. So I'm going to mark my first single crochet stitch so that I know when my first row is done. And we're going to go all around for 4 rows with just single crochet stitches, and this time we're going to go through both loops. So it's just straightforward single crochet stitches for the next 4 rows. Okay, so when you're done with this 4 rows, don't cast off. Get the middle of your work on this side closest to where your you started with this. So look at the middle and get the middle there, more or less there. Then get 8 stitches from the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. That stitch there. And then 8 stitches on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and put your stitch marker there. So now the next row, we're going to work the hoodie, this top part here. So all in all, it's 16 stitches. So make 2 chain stitches, which will count as your first half double crochet stitch. And then work in the 16 stitches until you get to the stitch mark on the other side, which will be all in all, with your 2 chain stitches, 16 stitches. So 1, 2, I'm counting that as my first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 15, and that will be your 16th stitch. There. That's your first row. Now chain 2, turn your work around. That will count as your first one, and make half double crochet stitches until you get to your first one there. Just normal half double crochet stitches across with all 16 stitches. Okay, I'm done with this one. Now turn around again, make your 2 chain stitches, which will count as your first half double crochet stitch, and make half double crochet stitches in the next 5. So altogether 6. 1 and then 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches together, and we're going to do it twice. So we're going to yarn around your hook, through, and again yarn over, through, and we're going to pull through all of them. That's 1. Then again through, yarn over into the next stitch, and we're going to pull through all of them. There you go. And now we're going to make half double crochet stitches in the last 6 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th one is in the second chain of that row. Okay, now we've done that. Now we're going to turn around again, and we're going to make 2 chain stitches, which will count as your first half double crochet stitch, and then we're going to make half double crochet stitches in the next 4, and your 2 chain is counting as your first one. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to work 2 half double crochet stitches together, and we're going to do it 3 times. So it's this one, hook around, and that one, pull through all of them. That's your first one. Then your second one, and your third one. And now we're going to make half double crochet stitches in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and your 4th one is in your second chain of that first stitch you made. And there you go. You can see it is making this little hook again. Now we're going to make 2 chain around, and for the last time chain 2, and now we're just going to work together. We're going to work 2 2 together 4 times. So one, 2, 3, and 4. Make a half double crochet stitch in that second chain that you made right there. Now you can finish off, you can cast off, but leave a long tail long enough to work this together here. I think that will be long enough. There you go. And this is how it's going to look for now. Now you're going to take your embroidery needle and we're going to work this end away. So now you're going to flip it over so that the wrong side is facing you. So this is the right side like that. Now we're going to flip it over. And work this portion here in the top together. Take that 2 with that one. There you go. Nice and secure. And then you can work away your ends. Okay, so this completes the basic of your little basket that you are making. Crippy, whatever you want to call it. Now you can start with a different color, your blue or your pink or your whatever you call it. You can cast it on there and you can make single crochet stitches all around to give it a nice border. I'm going to use blue. And I'm going to cast on right there in the corner there. I'm going to make one single crochet in the same stitch where I cast on. And just going to go all around with single crochet stitches. Just to give it a nice border. So I worked it all around other side. I'm here in the corner now where I'm going up. So I'm going to make one in that chain stitch there. And I'm just going to work it up. Also single crochet stitches, one in each stitch up. When I get to the other side, I'm gonna make a slip stitch right there in that first single crochet stitch, and I'm gonna fasten off and work away my ends. Okay, so I'm done with the top part. Now I'm gonna show you how to make this ruffles at the bottom. We're gonna take our yarn and our crochet needle, and right here at the bottom where you worked in the back side and the back loops of your work, we're gonna take this ruffle key that it made here, and we're gonna cast on our yarn in that loop that we didn't use. So we're gonna cast on there, and we're gonna make 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. This 3 chain will count as your first double crochet stitch, and we're gonna make 3 more double crochet stitches in that same stitch that we used cast on. 1, 2, and 3. And now for the rest, we're just gonna go all around and make 4 double crochet stitches in each stitch of this row. When we get to the end, we're gonna make a slip stitch in the 3rd chain right in the beginning. So just go on all around, make 4 double crochet stitches in each loop. 2, 3, and 4, and you'll see it will start make a nice ruffle all around. And there you are, done with your little cradle for a baby shower decoration. You can decorate it any way you want. I just prefer doing the rounds, the different color, or the pink or blue around with the little fluff at the bottom. But you can work some other stuff on, decorate it the way you want. You can even put a little dolly in with a little blanket that if you want. It is your choice. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please subscribe to my channel. To see the other projects that I've got. I made a little dress for also for a baby shower decoration, and I've got some other projects also, other nice videos that I made. I hope to see you soon.